Hello and welcome back to another episode of Shenzhen I. I don't really know what we did last time. Let me check. Oh yeah, the remote kill switch. Right. And then we try to optimize some stuff, right? I think so. Let's just go to the next one. Control router, importance. Or router, depending. Smart grid control router. Good working design, yeah. I'm pleased to say we have been selected for another Haojian project. I have no idea. A simple data router for smart grids. Mr. Sun was never interested in civic infrastructure before, to my knowledge, so I really wonder what he's planning. I may ask around. My uncle's had dinner with him once or twice. Lily, we can do it. Note these Xbus inputs are blocking, so we'll need to connect all inputs so they can be read at once, simultaneously. What? Don't know. Let's look at this, I guess. Alright, so meter in, meter out are Xbus inputs and outputs that connect this node to a building's smart grid power meter. Meter in, meter out. Okay, whatever that means. Lower in and lower out are Xbus inputs and outputs that connect this node to a node with a lower ID number. I don't know what that means. Higher in, higher out, same thing but higher ID. The first value in a data packet is the ID number of the destination and indicates how the packet should be handled. Alright, so we get an ID, and if the ID is lower than the meter ID, then we transmit the data packet to the lower node. Right, so we get a meter in. No, you get a higher in, lower in? I'm confused already. What's the meter in? Either way, we get an ID, and then we see if this ID is lower than or equal to or greater than the meter ID, which I guess is... I don't know. If it's the same, we want to retransmit the packet to the meter, which is here, basically. And if it's lower, we want to go to lower, and if it's higher, we're going to go to higher. That makes sense to me. The local ID number of the node is stored in a secure identity chip that can be read as an Xbus. Okay, that's where we get our ID, so we know where we are. Okay, so that's how we know where we are. I was confused there for a second. The second value in the data packet is the length of the rest of the data packet. Alright. So we get here 596. It's the ID you want to go to, so we need to compare that to our ID we're on. If it's lower, we want to go lower, higher, and if it's the same, we want to go out. And then 4 means there are 4 more values after that, and then we just send this 81, 70, 62, 17 to lower out. But we need to send where we are, 301 I guess in this case, and then the length 4, and then, no, wait, what is this? Why does this go to meter? Okay, that's probably because, yeah, right. I'm confused, but it's fine. This is the output associated with that, obviously. Yeah, so we send that and then the 4 numbers. But it could be 5, it could be 3, we don't know. Okay. Okay. So we want to be able to read all the inputs at once. Can I just do it like this? Why do I have 3 inputs? Like, what's the difference between the 3 inputs? Because I don't care where it comes from, I just care where it's going, right? Not sure now. Oh yeah, but we don't have enough to connect this now, because we can only do this and this, but not this, because we don't have another Xbus here. I'm not sure yet what we're doing here. Maybe we can get away with this. Because that would have 3 outputs, technically. Like so. Huh. But it's gonna be tricky to do all of this like that. Let's think about this, I guess. I can't use this because these are pins and not X-bus thingies. I don't see how these would be useful to us here. I mean, I guess we could like save the data packet in here and then read it back on the other side to an output. But that feels like I don't know. And then nothing else is recommended. Huh. So we would sleep on X1 probably, right? And then how do I handle this? Because this this should happen simultaneously, is that right? Let's just do something like this and just see. So we sleep, and then on the first thing we get, we just do but we still need to send the ID, so I can't just. I would have to move that into that, I guess, and then I would have to compare that to. Is that X0? Oh, yeah, it has to be. Do something, do something. In this case, we know it's equal, I guess, so we would just. Let's just ignore everything. I just need to see some things, I guess. And then we would have to maybe do something like this. I don't know what I'm doing here. Partner sleeping. Oh, so I need to sleep in between. Oh, yeah, okay, they're blocking. Oh wait, why is this confusing me? I sleep until I get an input. I get an input, I save it into that. It's a 596. I move that onto X3. Which is, I mean, that's like just garbage right now. Like, that's not a working thing at all. I move x1 into ek. It's here, it's 4. I subtract 1. Is it 0? No. So I move x1 into x3. Everything is confusing here. This is so weird. But I guess it works. Ah man, okay, so that is a lot of code, which is not great. But I can't cut down the amount of code needed to send out these things significantly, probably, because I can't work with variables in, like I can't have this be ek, because then I would just save it into ek. Like I can't save ek, x1 into ek and then do move, you know, something to ek, because I would just save it in ek and not send it to x1. Like I can't read the variable for that purpose. So I would need for each pin, or for for each X bus, I would need a separate like massive code, probably. Or at least I can see another way to do it. I do think that this is fine what we have for this first part here, because this needs to be like that, I'm pretty sure. Like the 3 connected inputs, because it doesn't matter where it comes from at all. Which is reading them all at the same time. It doesn't matter, I think. It's just that it feels like that's a lot of lines for not a lot of effect, because it just, like, that just would pass everything through to one output, and I'm not even doing anything with the other two. But it's not like I can, like, sleep. Like, this is one input, so if I sleep, I get this, and if I would sleep again with SLX, I would get to this point. I wouldn't get out of these. So I need to, obviously we need to compare the first number to the log, to x0. Which, I mean, we even have that line here. Not that it does anything. But how do I... Yeah, it's weird. Everything is weird about this. I'm struggling wrapping my head around what I need to actually do. Obviously, I need to compare the first number to the input from this thing, from the lock, from the secure identity chip. And if it's lower than what I have, like if the in is lower than this, send it to lower out. If it's the same, meter out. If it's higher, higher out. That all makes perfect sense. It's just that nothing else does. How would I make this work? Like I would compare x1 and x0, and I have to save it actually, so I'll lose it otherwise. That would be high, and that would be low, and that would be same. But then I would have to loop everything. Like what's the smart way to approach this? Because I would still need to loop over the already different inputs here in order to send them somewhere else, to send them from the air to the outputs. And then over there I would have to compare again if I send it to one of them. If it's lower or higher, that's gonna be such a pain. I would maybe want to do this one here, and then like I would have one here for those two, and then have this connect here or something. I'm just not sure if compares is the right move here. It allows me to do, 3 different things. Not really 3 different things, but kind of 3 different things, which is the nice part. And maybe I could actually, that's something interesting that I haven't really considered yet, is using the compare to my advantage here, because I could loop around this, right? I could like loop around the compare, and then just have couldn't loop around to compare. Wait. Let's see this. So I save the first one into that and the second one into ACK, and then I loop around with ACK, obviously. So it would like sub 1 and jump loop, and loop would be here, I guess. And then here we would have, if it is greater than, we want to go but what we want, wait. I might have to turn the condition around here. Because if you're doing higher out and lower out here, then that doesn't make sense. I could do a test lower then, if this is lower than the lock. Then I want to move that to x2, and then I want to move ACK to x2. And if it's not, I want to move both of them to x3, I guess. This is going to be a mess. I don't have enough lines already, I'm afraid. And then I want to loop around and... oh man. So I would... if it is lower than... move x1 to x2, and otherwise move x1 to x3, and I want to loop. This is a mess. This is terrible. I hate it. What would this now even do? I think I wanna keep this as a reference. Oh, it's too many lines, come on. How many lines do I have? Alright, this is never doing anything right. I need to... I just want to get rid of them right now. I don't care about anything. Oh wait, I'm doing this wrong now. Is it lower than I want to send it? Yeah, lower should be connected here. I didn't reconnect that the way it's supposed to be. It's still gonna fail probably because all of this is a mess. Alright, because we get a negative thing here. Ah! And then that breaks the loop thing. Oh man, that would have been nice though. I guess I could turn this around. That would probably be the easiest way to change this problem. Maybe. So I'm testing, I'm setting, yeah, whatever. if it's not. No, wait. I'm confusing myself here. This is a mess now. I still feel like it could be fixed, but I'm not sure now. Yeah, this is the wrong way around still, right? It is. Basically, I want my x3 on the negative. So I wanna see if it is. How do I test the opposite here and make sense of it? Come on. I can't, can I? Come on. If I do the lower then yeah, everything's just gonna fall apart completely. I don't think I can make that work. It would have been nice. I like the idea of looping and then just using, like having that still be the thing. But I can't make that a thing because I need to compare. Yeah, I can't break the loop otherwise. So this is not gonna be something I can do. So how will I do that then? I'm struggling a lot separating this. Because it doesn't make sense to send everything to this, because then that's the same. Then I'm at the start again. I need to make progress in this chip here, in this MC6000. We need to make something happen with our inputs. And I think I need to take a break from recording here, which is bad. I didn't check the time before I started. It was a mistake. This is unfortunate. And obviously we could save a line here, but it's just doing this, but yeah. It doesn't help, really. I guess you could just keep this like here in the loop. Then that fix it? I'm not sure. Which one should work? The higher out should work, if this is right, and it does. Well, I mean, that's a step, right? All the higher outs are working now. Great. But I'm still not sure I can do both the the other options here. Oh man, this is a mess. Can I move this over one? Don't tell me I can't. So I need to see if it's equal, and if it's not, do the lower out. Right, so I would do... Alright, I would need to... The first thing I get is... Yeah, this all makes sense. Not x0, x1. And then see if that equals equals x0, and if it does, do this, I guess, and then we would have to start looping. It's just not enough space. And if it's not, you know, things would have to go down here. But then that's already so many lines. It just doesn't feel possible to do like 2 outputs in one here, because I need so many lines for the outputs. The next one would have to be the loop. I would have to test again. If it is equal, move x1 to x3. If it's not, move x1 to x2, and then sub 1. Test if it is 0, and if it's not, jump to the loop. Well, this works. I'm confused by that. It's a very ugly solution, I think, but I just don't know how I could make it smaller. Well, I mean, we have the same production costs, so I guess in that sense we did well. Our power usage is not terrible. Our lines of code are, though. I don't know how to really cut that down. To be honest with you, I just don't have a good idea for this one. I mean, I'm sure I'm just like forgetting something or about something. Yeah, I don't know. How many lines am I over? 8? That's a lot of lines. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We could maybe, but yeah, I don't have space. I don't know. I can't think of anything I could do. Quick game solitaire. I actually don't have time for this, but let's do it. It's gonna have to be very quick though. Very, very quick. Oh, this looks bad. It's a bad start. Green, 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 and then green right here is not really a good opening thing. I guess we just take some risks early and see if we can just make it work somehow. And if not, we'll just have to give up on this. Break. That's not very deep in terms of getting to it. Because I can make this a thing. Three of them uncovered. And the fourth one is behind 2 things which I can't really open up because I don't have a place for the 3. I can move the 8 here obviously, but then I can't move the 3 is the thing. And red, yeah, I think we have to go back first. Okay, so we would like 4 to be open. Can we make that a thing? I doubt it somehow. If I move the black up, I could move the 5. I could move the 6s, and then the 7, and then the 7, but I'm just opening up red dragons, not 4. Not 4. I need this 4, basically. Can I get this 4? If I move this 2... I get a 7, which I don't need. I feel like there should be just one step and I'm done, but I have a sinking suspicion that it's not that easy. I can move this black and move the 7, but then again I'm stuck on a red dragon. I feel like everywhere I get stuck on the red dragon, everywhere I could make moves. I could move this, move the 6, move the 7, move the 7. But that doesn't change anything. Then I have 6, 7, 8, and 7, 6, 8, 7, 6. But again, I'm moving into a red dragon, which I don't need. I need a 4. One of these 2 4s need to be open, and I can't make it happen. I can make it happen. Because if I move this, I can move the 2. I can't move the 7 because I don't have an 8. This is very frustrating. Because I feel like I'm close and I just cannot get there right now. I hate it. If I move this, gives me a 5 and an 8, but that just gives me 2 red dragons open, which I don't need. If I move this, it doesn't help me at all, basically. It gives me a red dragon. If I move this, it gives me nothing. 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 I might have lost this one, even though it feels like I'm very close. It's crazy. I would need to get rid of a stack here, and I can't. Because I can't have a 9. And I can't get to either of the 1s either, so... I might just have lost here. I know that feels crazy to say. This felt like the best move I could make, and it just doesn't get me anything. It gives me 2 red dragons open, but that's not enough because there's a 3rd one buried behind the black one, and I can't get to the last black one because of 2 and 3, and I can't get a 4 open. Why am I playing another hand? It's a bad idea. Don't know if that was a good move. Probably not, to be honest with you. I think green has to be the first to go, maybe. Maybe, who knows? I don't know. I don't know anything. Again, color-wise, we're just very stuck on everything here. There's no good, you know, obvious move to make. I don't even know if that makes any sense. So many 5s and 6s. Or 5s and, yeah, adjacent numbers, but nothing I can do with that. Really bad, really bad. Yeah, this one seems unwinnable already too. Let's just make some moves for the sake of, you know, making them. Let's see if we can somehow get out of this mess. This feels like a very bad move, but I'm very tempted to attempt it. Because I could move to 4 and I would have 2 greens and I would just need to move this, for which I would have to move this, which I don't think I can. And I also don't see a way to open up another stack. Should be the other way to make progress. If I move this up, yeah, let's just go this route. Looks interesting to me. It doesn't really do anything for me though, does it? This one, however, this move feels like it did something for me. Because now I can do this, which should help. Brack, and brack. And don't tell me I'm stuck now. But I might be. No, I'm not. I can move this, and then I can move this. That might have been a mistake. I should have looked at it first, but it wasn't. And that about does it for today. We might have to go back to that one once again, because I'm not happy with our solution. It feels like I missed something essential about it. Right, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Mr. Sun is apparently pouring a lot of resources and groups to create various subsystems for something. Nobody knows what it is other than that it's going to be very big and potentially very lucrative for the firms involved. We're on a path to further our good relationship with his group and eventually become trusted partners, so let's continue to do our best work here. Yeah, but this wasn't really my best work, I have to say. I need a better approach to this. I just feel like this is just crap. But I don't know how to make it better. The thing is, like, there's lots of like redundant code. Basically, this is the same thing twice. It's exactly the same code twice. Which just, that feels just horrible from a programming standpoint. But I don't really know how I would change that. Yeah, I don't have an idea. Maybe I'll have one at some point, but that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.